All right, hello and welcome to this free presentation. It's called How to Get Reliable, Predictable, and Scalable Profits from Ads Without Relying on Facebook. Hi, my name is Jason Hornung. I'm the president and creative director of JH Media LLC and the founder of academyofadvertising.com. Now, I want to get right down into the brass tacks and share with you who this short video is for, so we're not wasting anybody's time. This is for you if you're an existing business owner that's already running ads on Facebook. Or if you're an existing business owner that's looking to scale your business profitably through paid advertising and you haven't done it at all yet. If you're a media buyer looking for new strategies to get a competitive advantage today, or if you're a marketing agency owner doing the same thing, or maybe you're still in the planning stage right now and you haven't done anything, you haven't even built a business yet, and the blueprint of what's working right now with ads could launch you in that right direction today. Now, there's four big problems with Facebook ads today. The first is that usage is declining, and it's declining rapidly. They're down to over 1 million users per day in the last 12 months. The average time on the site has dropped more than 24%. Advertiser demand is rapidly increasing right now at the same time, which creates that classic supply and demand scenario, which equals higher costs. That's why you see, if you're around the internet marketing sphere, you see all these people complaining about the cost of their Facebook ads these days. And the highest quality traffic, those people leave first, right? When a platform starts to decline like this, the best users bolt first. They're the early adopters and they start to get irritated with this stuff. And that starts to see conversions decline. And that's why people are also complaining nonstop about their conversions being down. Those lower conversions plus higher costs equals much less profit. It's a big, huge problem people are facing today. And then, of course, there's the constant ad disapprovals and account shutdowns that plague people. But the thing is, there's another big problem that's even worse than that. You see, the customer journey has changed. And this affects people who are only relying on Facebook ads. This is the main culprit behind all of those problems that we were just talking about. Those are actually just symptoms of this problem, which is a bigger problem, and people don't understand it and they don't know how to leverage it. So let me quickly explain this idea to you. Now, most people think of a funnel, they think the customer journey is they follow straight through the funnel. They click your ad, they go to your lead magnet page and opt in, they go to your sales page and buy your product, or maybe they get a retargeting ad and they go back to that product, all within Facebook. And it's like this linear thing that people go down. But the problem is that users and customers are way more sophisticated. They've seen all the mouse traps now. And so now what they do is they've changed their behavior. Let me give you a couple of examples of what I see over and over and over again. I've been seeing this behavior starting since 2017. Let's talk about an e-commerce scenario. Now, what most people do these days, if they see an e-commerce ad, they don't just click on it right away, whether they're on their phone or they're on their desktop computer. What they'll do is they'll go and open up another browser and they're going to go Google your product name. They're going to Google your business name. They're going to go to Amazon and check and see if your product's on Amazon. They start going all over the place. Then if you've got emails and other things that you're doing, they get into a system, they read emails, they do their research, and they go all over the place. It's not a linear path that people take to get to your product. And so if you're not understanding this, and setting up your advertising to leverage more than just Facebook and also to work with this customer journey, then you're missing out on a ton of sales and you're actually going to have a lot of problems with inconsistency and scalability. Right now, the other scenario is like in a lead gen scenario or you're selling information, for example. People don't just click on your ad again. They go Google you in another tab. If you're some kind of guru like me, you get looked up and people are trying to find reviews on you and your product and make sure you're legit before they go and buy from you. Okay. And now when we understand this, we can actually do something about it. And that's where this solution comes in. What I call multi-channel marketing ecosystems, or MCME for short. It's a whole mouthful. Now, this is actually something that I've been teaching my customers and clients since 2018. I did an event with Mike Dillard where we released this concept and training that we have on it for the first time. Now, let me tell you quickly, what is a multi-channel marketing ecosystem? First off, it's a unified marketing strategy where we're putting your messaging, your branding, and all of your imagery that you want to have the market see you as into the entire strategy and component. It's an overarching thing that we're going to put together. That's why the term ecosystem is part of it, because we're going to build basically a web of stuff across the internet to be able to follow that customer journey and convert people by giving them what they're looking for so that they can make a purchase decision through a series of advertisements. Right? Now, what it also does is it generates targeted, organic, and paid traffic from Facebook, Google, and YouTube. I'm only going to be talking about the paid traffic component of this today because it literally takes hours to teach the organic component of it. But what the nice thing about these ecosystems that we're talking about here today is when you understand the paid traffic piece of it and you do that part, we actually leverage those same assets to create the organic stuff off of it. So it's super cool, and that way we can build a web of stuff that's working with organic and paid methods so that we can get all your stuff out on the web, get it in front of people in the way that the journey that they're going down, and we can convert people a lot faster today, along with creating consistency in our sales that ultimately lets us scale our paid traffic. Now, what this also does coincidentally is it generates targeted SEO traffic from your website through all the organic activity that we're doing on top of the paid, right? And like I said a moment ago, all that stuff is created from one piece of content that we make for the ads first, right? Now, what this also does is it leverages our options for the lowest cost paid traffic that converts people into buyers today, right? And when we implement this strategy, we reduce the probability of ad disapprovals and account shutdowns. And the reason for that is because we're not leveraging Facebook entirely, and we can get less aggressive with our claims by having this multi-tiered strategy in place. Now, as you got the emails leading up to this, I talked about my client, Christopher Sutton. This is a screenshot that he had of a message he sent me in our Slack channel for our private clients, where he's just showing me his YouTube numbers and stuff like this, and how this whole thing is taking off really strong. This was when we started implementing this multi-channel marketing ecosystem into his business. Now that we've got it going full bore, he's had 27 straight days of profitability at about $1,000 a day, which is something that never, ever, ever happened in his business before with paid ads by having this multi-channel marketing ecosystem in place. All right, so now I want to actually illustrate to you quickly what this looks like in practice. Now, what I've done here is I've mapped out a webinar funnel, a classic webinar funnel. Now, this strategy applies to any type of funnel. The idea here is we've got two components of ads. If you look up in the upper left-hand corner here, we've got a Facebook and a YouTube ad. These represent cold traffic ads that we're sending to the top end of the funnel. Now, this is a webinar, so it happens to be an opt-in page that's right there. Now, if we were doing e-commerce, this could be a product page. It could be a long-form sales letter, either for e-commerce or an information product. It could be a lead capture page for a local piece. Any of the game plans that I teach inside of the AOA Profit Society, which is every single funnel model imaginable, this strategy applies to. So just to, if you got something different going on than a webinar, imagine the top piece of your funnel there. Now, what we do is we leverage high quality cold traffic Facebook and YouTube ads to drive traffic to that piece. Now, the rest of the funnel doesn't matter in terms of the ad strategy, but when we get down here, this is the piece that you need to understand. So when people get to a key action page, meaning like your sales page, right? So the bottom of your funnel. So if you're selling something online, it's where people get to the point where they can buy your sales page. Or if you are doing e-commerce, like the product page, they've added to cart or whatever on there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pull those people out and create a non-buyer retargeting audience. Now, what we can do is we can actually, on any website, we can have all of these pixels from all kinds of different ad networks on those pages. We insert our pixel for Facebook and Google because Google does Google Search, Google Display, and YouTube. All right, so we have 2 pixels on here for those different networks. And what we're able to do is make an audience of everybody who's been on this page, and we can make another audience of people who've bought, And now we can set up these ads down here on these other networks, on Google Display, on Facebook, and on YouTube. We can set up non-buyer retargeting ads on those platforms that take everybody that's been on this sales page and did not buy, and we then show them different types of ads that drive them back to the sales page and get them to buy. And so now we're not just relying on Facebook on both the front end and the back end. We've got Facebook, YouTube, and Google in place, right? So what this does is now, because we're putting these ads on Google Display and YouTube along with Facebook, we are following these people that have been on our sales page basically everywhere they can go on the internet. They can't even hide from us at that point. And what that will do then is it'll pick up all these extra sales that you wouldn't have got just from the Facebook ads. We see this dramatically reduce the cost of acquisition for our customers when we implement this into place. Now, the other piece here is a Google search campaign. Now, what we're doing specifically here is we're putting in keywords for our brand name and our product name, and like if you're some kind of guru, your own personal name, things that people are searching when they go and open up that other tab like I was talking about and they're looking for you. We put up some simple keyword campaigns on those search terms, and we can use those ads to drive people back to the sales page as well and help to, overcome objections and convert more of those sales. And when we layer this all in, we can make an effective paid component of the multi-channel marketing ecosystem. That's what this is illustrating right here, is the whole paid piece of that. And then we can take these ads that we create up here, and we can turn that all into organic content that goes up on our Facebook page and our Instagram and our YouTube channel, and all that stuff feeds back into the top of this funnel as well at the same time. So we literally just imagine this being like an organic Facebook thing, organic YouTube, and Google SEO, their search, Google search, like all that stuff goes back here as well, and then we get traffic from all that activity, and it increases the back-end sales throughout this entire platform. So that's it to the strategy, this new strategy that my clients have been using called multi-channel marketing ecosystems. It fixes the reliability or the need to be reliable only on Facebook, and overcomes that inconsistency, the up and down in sales that you have, because we pick up all these other little sales off these other channels, and what it does is it smooths out our sales so that they're consistent. And then we have predictability in our profits so that we can then scale our campaigns and keep going up. That's the secret to getting longevity and maintaining your numbers today. You got to be doing this. All right, so if that's something that you want, if you're looking for longevity, reliability, predictability, and getting scale out of your campaigns by leveraging this multi-channel marketing ecosystem concept, then here's the good news. I want to introduce to you today my brand new course called Google and YouTube Ads Bootcamp. See, by layering Google and YouTube together, you can implement the MCME in the fastest and quickest and easiest way possible. In fact, I've designed this particular course to be able to leverage and allow you to take winning Facebook ads and adapt them over to Google and YouTube within 24 hours, even if you've never run a YouTube ad before and you suck at video, all right? These are the processes and systems that I've been teaching my private clients like Christopher that I shared with you before, how to go about going and scaling and adding in this multi-channel marketing ecosystem on top of what they're doing in Facebook, all right? So here's what's inside the Google and YouTube Ads Bootcamp, or GAB is what we call it for short. The first is a 7-module Google and YouTube Ads Bootcamp course. So it's a 7 modules. Each video is no more than 30 minutes long, which is only like one of them. Most of them are about 10 minutes long. They're short, to the point, and show you exactly what you need to know. So you're going to discover everything that you need to get consistent leads and sales for yourself, for clients. If you're an agency, you can use this for your own ads like Christopher. It doesn't matter, right? And you're going to be able to learn how to do this on search, display, and YouTube. So you get all 3 of those channels. right? Then you're going to get our 7-figure multi-channel marketing strategy guide or game plans. These are how you can combine Google and YouTube ads with your Facebook ads for every funnel model available. So if you're running, doing stuff for clients, this is great as an agency because you're going to know how to apply this to every business model. Now, if you're an e-commerce person, we'll show you how to apply it to e-com. If you're a local business person, we show you how to do it to local. We've got every single funnel model ever designed is inside of here, and we show you how to apply that to anything you could be promoting online. Right? Then you're going to get winning ad templates and video scripts. You don't have to be a writer or have any copy skills. Just model one of our proven templates to make high converting video ads within minutes. And then you're going to get our solid gold targeting strategy, which is going to teach you everything you need to know to uncover the buyer audiences that bring in profits for whatever you're promoting. Now, on top of that, you're going to get our red light, yellow light, and green light optimization system, which is simple indicators and workflows that tell you if your ads are working or not. You'll never have to guess if you should turn off an ad, test, or scale. You'll know exactly what to do and when. You're going to get our holy crap, you're everywhere retargeting system. And this is where you're going to discover everything that you need to get consistent leads and sales for your clients on search, display, and YouTube. It's going to show you how to retarget everywhere and bring down the cost of your conversions and smooth out and get consistency in your sales. You're also going to get our 3D profit scaling system, which is everything that you need to get consistent leads and sales for your clients on search, display, and YouTube. So apparently I copied that over wrong, but this is everything that you're going to get to. It's going to show you how to scale the campaigns systematically. We have slow scale strategies. We have rapid scaling strategies. You're going to learn everything that we do. Right? Now here's 5 reasons that you need Google Ads Bootcamp today. First, there's a war against Facebook by Apple and Google right now. This is destroying Facebook's pixel and the advantage that they've had for years. People are leaving Facebook every day. That's why the ad reach is so low and hard to get to. We talked about that earlier. More advertisers are pouring into Facebook daily. That's driving the costs up. Google and YouTube's costs are stable now and less expensive than Facebook. That was one of the big draws of Facebook for many years. Right? Advertiser support on Facebook is only available to those spending millions each month. Google will talk to any advertiser of any size. They're going to get you on the phone. They want to help you succeed. They're actually useful. And today we're starting a soft launch with a 90% discount for lifetime access to this course. Here's 5 things Gab's going to do for you when you enroll. Right? The first is you'll scale your revenue without having to make new ads. Imagine skyrocketing your profit overnight by just adapting your Facebook ads. You'll keep your campaigns running longer, making way more money, so you don't have to worry about creating ads all the time. You'll get consistent sales from all your channels or traffic. Gone are the up and down emotions of unpredictable ads. You're going to bypass disapprovals, account shutdowns, and all this iOS 14 tracking issue crap that's plaguing Facebook right now. You can finally run your campaigns without fear. And you'll finally have a business that serves you and gives you the lifestyle you want. Imagine how awesome it'll be when people see that all your hard work is paying off, even during a recession, right? So if that's something that you want, go ahead and click the button below. We had a button that popped up below this video. It's going to take you out to an order form where you're going to be able to take advantage of this and get this for a limited time, 90% off discount. It's only $99 one time. You're going to get lifetime access to the entire course and all of those materials. So go ahead and click the button below right now and take advantage of this discount while it's available. To the victor belong the spoils. This is Jason Hornung.